Why would Keller Williams, the world's biggest real estate franchise by agent count, go into financial services? Is it a coincidence, or do they know something that the average agent doesn't know, and they made a very timely and calculated pivot? Let's connect the dots. Keller Williams' idea is for the real estate agent to grow to a holistic wealth advisor. And by doing so, they would open their client relationships and their potential revenue up to many more possibilities. According to the US Census, 78% of the silent generation and 78% of the boomer generation are homeowners, and over 58% of them have at least one type of retirement account. As these groups pass on, they'll transfer their wealth to their heirs, generations X, Y, and Z. This includes life insurance payouts, real estate, and of course, retirement assets. And so here are the numbers. The total of the retirement assets is over $60 trillion. 67% of baby boomers, which is approximately 46.6 million boomers, have life insurance, averaging at $100,000 face value each. It'll equal to $4.6 trillion in life insurance benefits. And then there's a conservative value of the homes that are owned by the boomers and the silent generation that approximately goes up to $17.3 trillion, combining for a total of $81.9 trillion in assets that will transfer to the next generation, whether you and I like it or not. Now, the key is this: the majority of baby boomers don't believe that their heirs are financially literate enough to handle all of the wealth that's being passed down to them. Therefore, they're in great demand of a wealth advisor that they know and trust now more than ever. If you're a career realtor or real estate professional, it's very likely that you already have this trust with your clients. So what does this mean for you? Let's look at a conservative example. Let's say that you're selling a home and you're smart enough to also represent the buyer. So that means you have two clients. At an average of 3% each, you'd get 6% payout on that transaction. And if the house is worth $250,000, you've earned a payout of $15,000. And let's say that you netted 70% of that. You took home 70% of that, which is a cool $10,500. If all you did was real estate, that's where your income would stop, $10,500. But if you were to tell your clients from the very beginning, that you're a wealth advisor, a holistic wealth advisor, and you can help them with more than just their real estate transaction, you can help them with whatever needs they may have financially. At the time of this video, we're in a pretty bad bear market. Ever since the beginning of 2022, the markets have been on a downward turn, and a lot of retirement accounts have taken big hits. And we've already established that most likely your clients on the real estate side are going to have retirement accounts. And because you already have the trust with them, they're probably going to open up to you about the fact that their retirement accounts took a pretty big hit this year. And then, because of the strategies that we employ, you can contractually guarantee that they will never suffer any more losses. None of my clients have gone below 0% in all of 2022, or really in any bear market ever, because of the strategies that we employ. We have a 0% guarantee contractually that is insured and backed up by billion-dollar insurance companies that will guarantee our clients that they will never go below 0% in any kind of a bear market. Now, that's a pretty strong strategy. And let's say that's something that you have in your arsenal, in your tool belt, so to speak. Since you were smart enough to represent both the buyer and the seller, you technically have two clients to whom you can make this offer. Okay, so let's say they both roll over their retirement accounts with you. The average 401k or IRA in the US has $202,000 in it. Two clients would yield $404,000, and the average payout for these transactions are between 7 to 9%. So let's say 8%. That's a $32,320 payout, and our brokers get a minimum of 75% on a deal like that. So you'd be taking home an extra $24,240 for servicing those same exact clients. Then there's their life insurance policies. Then the college funds for the kids. If you had simply positioned yourself as a realtor, then you would have walked away with $10,500, $15,000 if you took home 100% of the deal. If you take the holistic wealth advisor position, then you can walk away with $40,740. And that doesn't include the rest of the potential opportunities, which is things like disability insurance or long-term care or debt settlements or literally anything else that falls into their financial life. Now let's assume that you work with higher end clients. And so you could simply just add a zero to the end of all of those figures. Instead of making $10,500, you'd be making $105,000. Instead of making $40,000, you would be making $407,000. Is it making sense why Keller Williams would add a financial services arm to their business? Now, before you run over to Keller Williams, I want to make you a better offer. At PHP Agency, we represent some of the most prestigious financial carriers in America. We have 100% ownership in our book of business and have the option to sell the practice for an exit. Our firm has developed the partnerships, brand equity, systems, and infrastructure to support real estate professionals of all levels, and we have the success stories to prove it. There are people like Marlene Gaitan, Hector and Erica Del Toro, Paulette Bet-David Sabetimani, Carlos Medrano, and that's just to name a few. If you're in real estate and you would like to evolve into a wealth advisor so that you can better service your clients and exponentially increase your revenue, email me so that we can find out together if a partnership with PHP Agency is the right route for you. We'll help you get your state license, launch the grand opening of your new practice, and get your first series of clients under your belt. Once you've learned the ropes and have all your systems in place, then you'll be off to the races. Email me today and we can get your career to the next level. My name is Arman Vakili, and I look forward to speaking with you and maybe even working with you.